Good morning, KSA. Good morning, Kuwait. Good morning, everyone all over the world. And thank you for watching this online live interview with beautiful people, mostly every Friday. Welcome to the OFW Diary Episode 3 that is brought to you by Tia Maria's, our very own sponsor of every OFW Diary episode every Friday. That's located, Tia Maria's is located in at the back of McDonald's Old Souk in Salmia. My name is Jane. I'm going to be starting this interview with two beautiful people, OFWs, and my YouTube channel is Uptown Goddess. So let me just tell you that I'm going to start off this introduction. That's a very, very long one because they're worthy of a long introduction because they've achieved so much and we're all very happy and we're very excited to meet them. These two beautiful people that we have today are based in KSA. So I'm just telling you, it's a long introduction. So let me take this time in introducing two beautiful people. I'm going to start off with our female beauty from KSA that's based in KSA, but of course she's Filipina. She is one of the prides of OFWs. She's represented the Filipino community in Myanmar for Miss Tourism and Culture Universe. She was top 6. She came out top 6 in that same competition, Best in National Costume. Best in Talent, of course, she was chosen to represent the Philippines for Miss Elite International next year, which is 2021. The first Filipina who graced the cover of Golden Model magazine in France. You're going to see that on my YouTube channel because I'm going to feed that here on the screen. Local beauty queen in KSA and first runner-up in Binibining Turismo Pilipina. Let's welcome, ladies and gents, our beautiful guest who happens to be a nurse based in KSA, Miss Angeli Magbanua. I'm just going to put her on the screen live now. There you go. Oh, Sir Julius.
Sabay na po kami.
Wait ka lang. Okay, Angeli, say hi first.
Hello po, good afternoon. Good afternoon from the Philippines. Good morning po sa mga taga Kuwait and taga KSA, of course, who's watching right now.
Right. Okay. So I've muted Sir Julius because this is kind of it's a longer introduction.
Opo.
Kasi
Iba yan
marami na
eh.
siyang
Raining
ginawa.
yan eh.
Oo,
Raining yan
yeah.
eh.
So sit back and relax while you listen to the introduction, a beautiful introduction we've prepared for you.
Okay.
He is the first ever crowned Mr. Elite, no, actually Elite Mr. Asian International 2019. We're so proud of he's the very first OFW and first Filipino to get crowned on this international pageant. Wow. So proud of you, Sir Julius. First Filipino who was featured in a magazine in Germany, in France, and in India. He also was featured in a US magazine based in New York and California. Wow. Already featured in about 12 magazines all over the world and still has like pending invitations. He's the face of one of the biggest mobile companies in KSA called Mobily. Wow, parang ano siya, Oridu and Zain in Kuwait. And he's in one of the buildings in Riyadh. His face actually pops up every evening pag naglight up na yung building, and then there's the billboard showing the ads of Sir Julius. Yes, on Sir Julius is the face of Mobily, and at the same time, this same print ad actually comes out or was shown on TFC, GMA Pinoy TV, and Arab TV. Sobrang dami ng achievements. He was supposed to work in a Paris Fashion Week, but didn't push through because of the pandemic. Sobrang ang dami nangyari sa pandemic na to. He has also pending invitations to post for Singapore and a Malaysian magazine as well. There's a request from France for a magazine concept photo shoot. He was supposed to be there to walk in Paris Fashion Week. Wow! Mamimit mo sana si Heart Evangelista. But got pushed due to the pandemic. So ganun na naman. So siguro, hopefully next year, Sir Julius. He was supposed to be scheduled to host Elite Mr. Asia International this year, pero hindi rin nangyari. But hopefully next year again. He's also a founder of Elite Bring a Help program in KSA that donates goods to distressed OFW residing in Polo. Yon. So ladies and gentlemen, again, let me introduce together these faces and hosts of Maharlika's live interviews with Beyond Titles and Tiaras, kasi mga beauty queens and kings sila, where they interview pageant title holders, which started locally in KSA and now became an international interview because of the Miss Earth candidates and all the Miss Universe, right? So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome together our queen, Miss Maria Angeli Magbanua and King Julius Luis Espinosa here on screen. And you're not on mute anymore.
Ayan na. Ang
Hello
haba.
po.
Ayun. Oo, napagod ako. Ang
Grabe ang
galing.
haba ng introduction.
Oo. Sabi ko nga kay Sir Raz,
Nakakagulo.
I'm not gonna put up like questions set of questions for you both because you're so used to interviewing and now you're being interviewed because you both have like you both are the pride of OFWs and Filipinos all over the world. So ayun, take us back when you were younger. Favorite kong part na yun, take us back when you were younger. Were you really planning to hone yourself? Like, were you seeing yourself to be on stage, be beauty queen and king? Let's start with the lady, our beautiful Miss Marie Angeli.
Hindi po. I
Hindi
never
talaga.
saw myself joining competitions. Even my batchmates before in school, they were surprised to see me like joining, and then they saw the live feeds of the international competition, and they were like, "Oh, really? We really didn't know that you have this parang desire to join competition." Kasi po, before, I'm really not into wearing heels because I'm really
Mm,
boyish. That's my personality. Up until now, I'm still like that. But now it's more of Pino na. Kasi, syempre, you're joining competition. People will expect you to dress up like more ladylike, ganyan, or behave ladylike. So, na-tone down dahil nag-join. Pero before, hindi po talaga. Parang nagulat din ako sa
talaga.
sarili ko. Kaya ko palang gumawa ng ganito. Hindi ko rin ina-expect. Parang late.
But looking at your pictures when you were smaller, talagang siguro I think you were really beautiful back then. So parang, di ba, for beautiful people like you growing up, lagi mo maririnig sa mga tao, ang cute-cute mo, ang
Mm.
ganyan-ganyan, di ba? Siyempre, may ganon.
Yung mga teacher po nagsasabi nung nagpa-promote kami dito sa Cavite. They were like, "Oh,
Mm-mm.
sabi ko sa nanay mo noon, dapat sinasali ka na sa ganyan."
Oh,
Sinabihan po siya ng
cute mo talaga.
pero hindi po talaga ako sumasali. Talagang first ko is yung pumunta ng KSA. So nagulat din ako sa sarili ko na, okay, may chance pa pala. Ilang
Oo.
taon na ako nung 22, 23, parang ganun. My
Okay,
God.
let's get to that part later on. So, Sir Julius, how about you? Have you seen yourself like, oh, nagaganyan ako for Mr. Pogi, ganyan? Nagaganyan ka ba when you were small and practice ka na, ako lang to, wag kayong kabahan.
Ah, ay, hindi rin po. Pero nung bata ko, ang ginagawa nila sa akin, hilig lang, yung ilong ko, pinipisil na palagi kasi matangos kasi. So doon ako lagi nainis, pag ako punta sa isang party, lagi ilong ko pinupintirya nila. Pero nung college ko, nag-dream ako of having on stage. Pero hindi ako kinukuha.
Ay, talaga.
Oo. Gusto ko
Meron
sumali
mga
sa
ganun kasi. There are people kasi na maliit naman, hindi naman sila ganun kagwapo, kaganda, but they were bibo na. So, pero there has to be something in you na nade-develop siya through time and then it I don't know, siguro it ups yung confidence level mo, kaya nagiging ganun ka. But I believe in that kasi siguro yung naririnig mo when you're younger, talagang may nagagawa siya something na, no, sa life mo that paves your way to yung
Yes, yes.
parang ganun din niya. So siguro
Eh,
nagiging, yun nga, kasi sobrang, teka lang, bago ko makalimutan, our sponsor for OFW Diary is watching right now. It's Friday, so I forgot to tell you guys, it's Friday. Tia Maria's is having their buffet. It's eat all you can for 1.5 kg. So head on out to Tia Maria's at the back of McDonald's Old Souk. 1.5 kg, including drinks na yan. Hanapin nyo lang si Ma'am Helen. Siya yung nandun ngayon. Siya yung may-ari ng Tia Maria. So anyway, Miss Angeli, sabi nga natin, okay, so what did you finish in school, for example? Where did you go to? Elementary, high school? Kwentuhan mo naman kami. Yun. So sabi mo nga boyish ka. Were you in a group of like athletes, ganyan? Kasi hindi ka beauty
Wala
queen.
po. Wala rin ako
Wala
sports.
talaga.
Nakakahiya talaga ako. Hindi. When I was in elementary and high school, I wasn't really that active. I'm always the unnoticeable kid. I feel like that because I'm
Talaga.
really not. Po, parang I wasn't given the chance to shine when I was in elementary and then high school. Tapos,
Ay,
yun nga,
talaga?
sobrang boyish. Opo, yung mga time na yun, awkward stage, yung mga pimples. Alam mo, parang, ay, okay, teenager na teenager. Tapos, nung nag-college, I told myself, because I got fat when I was in high school, or really fat, like, parang 32 yata yung, yung naging bewang nung time na yun. So, parang naging
Oo.
insecurity ko siya later on. Then, I told myself, nung college ako, sabi ko, I really have to develop myself further. Hindi lang
Mm.
in terms of academics, kundi yung
Oh.
sa physically. Kasi syempre, parang nasa point ka na ay, okay, ito na yung nagdadalaga ka na, ganyan.
Mm.
So yun, I lost a lot of weight when I was in college. And then now, nung time na nag-college ako, doon na naging achiever, lagi na nagiging dean's lister. Kasi I made it a point na makabawi ako dun sa mga hindi ko na-achieve nung younger stage ko. So yun. Tapos
Oo.
yun, nag-graduate nga po ako ng nursing. Yun naman, with awards. So, nagpapasalamat naman ako sa opportunity na yun. Kaya ngayon naman,
Oo.
ina-earn ko naman siya ngayon sa, itong later part na. Parang sunod-sunod yung naging blessing.
So, but at what age did you think you started developing yung awareness mo that, yeah, beautiful pala ako?
Ano ba siguro na nag-lose ako ng weight? Kasi nga from 32, talaga, ang taba ko talaga, tumaba talaga ako ng high school. So parang naging, inaasar ka ng mga tao na, ang taba mo, ganun. Tapos ang dami mong pimple, yung awkward stage. Sabi ko, nung
Talaga?
opo, totoo po. Tapos pagdating ko ng, nung college na, so kung second year siguro ako na college, yun na, nade-develop niya yung self-esteem ko. Andun na rin yung, syempre, yung lumalakas na loob ko kasi gumaganda yung standing ko sa school. So, lalo ko na-boost, hindi lang physically, kundi yung emotionally ko, tapos mental status ko, lalo ako na-boost dahil nga, dinevelop ko talaga po yung sarili ko.
How about you, Sir Julius? Ikaw ba yung tipong binuli when you were in school before? Kasi sabi mo nga,
Ah,
lagi ka nga ganun, parang ganun. O, tingnan mo naman yan, where you are. There.
hindi naman. Palaban ako nung bata ko, hanggang nung high
Ang
school ko.
pogi mo
Nung,
daw, sabi ni
nung,
Beshi Janelle.
hello po. Nung college ako, doon ako parang nag-focus sa gym. Kasi parang nakikita ko, parang ang ganda-gandang tingnan ng tao na magandang katawan. Tapos yung first professional job ko, may nagsabi sa akin, alam mo, magpaganda ka ng katawan, magkakaroon ka ng pangalan, sabi sa akin.
Wait, teka
May nagsabi
lang. Pa-show mamaya ng abs, di ba? Minsan
ay,
Jenny.
wala akong abs ngayon.
Ay, grabe.
Ready ka ba?
Sir Julius. Miss Angeli, she was just showing off yung beautiful skin niya. Very, very prim and proper. Yung sayo talaga, grabe.
Grabe
Challenge ko si Janelle,
transformation niya.
to have like a photo shoot like that, showing more skin kasi sa kanya talaga abs talaga.
Conservative pa rin ako.
Oo.
Siya talaga. Macho.
Sabi. Beshi Janelle, that's for you. Ayun, si Joga Sir from Iloilo, she's watching, but she's based in Kuwait as well. So yun, Sir Julius, ano nga pala tinapos mo and what are you working on right now? What are you, in which company are you connected to in KSA right now?
I'm working in Zamil Steel. May branch kami dyan sa Kuwait. We supply buildings all over the world. Ayan.
Wow.
Nagtapos ako as business management.
Ganito pala. Kaya ka pala ganyan, may abs ka. Ini-exercise mo while holding yung mga steel nyo.
Pwede rin.
Show off.
Show off na. Para bumenta. Pakita natin yung abs.
Correct.
Si Miss Angeli, I was browsing, I was talking her Facebook. Ang galing mo magsulat. Have you had like an experience were you one of those who used to write in your yung mga di ba school natin, we had newspapers in
Back
journal.
in high school, ma'am, I was given the opportunity to write in a school newspaper. We were the ones who established yung school newspaper at that time.
So,
And
bumawi ka
then,
na that time.
opo,
Seryoso
pero
ka na.
oo, naging frustration ko though yung pagsusulat and up until now, which I think I diverted into, yung nag-aaral po ako ulit ngayon. So, dun ko ngayon dinadivert yung utak ko sa kailangan ko magsulat. Because I feel like when I'm writing, I tend to express myself more. And I was able to, influence people somehow.
Ayun. But you're a nurse based in KSA. How have you started or how have you applied? Did you think of going out of the country to be a nurse? Because marami naman talaga nurses. We need a lot more of nurses in the Philippines. So alam mo yun.
Bakit
But I know
that time
it's demanding.
po, mahirap po kasi nung 2010 po kasi, well, honestly, I was forced to take up nursing because at that time, ang taas-taas ng demand sa nursing. So sabi ng, yun yung mga time na ano, yung sabi ng mga parents, mag-take kayo ng nursing, mayayaman tayo sa nursing.
Oo.
Totoo.
I wish Vanessa had that same, ano, talaga concept in your
Mentality, di
mind.
ba?
Oo.
Meron ganun. Umabot sa ganun, yung pumik talaga yung nursing. So, I was forced. And then, at the time, I really didn't like to take nursing. Although, I had the idea na sa sarili ko na I wanted to pursue medicine. Pero, yun nga. So, sabi ko, sige, since this is the parang trend, I will go with it and then try. And then, nung pag-graduate ko ng 2010, my God, that's like 30,000 nurses who passed the board exams. Tapos, plus pa yung mga influx na naipon ng mga previous year. So, nag-a-apply ako. Sobrang struggling po sa part ko na mag-apply talaga dito. Literal talaga na naikot ko na yung buong Cavite, nakarating ako ng Quezon City, ng Manila, just to pass yung mga application. Kasi sabi ko, deserve ko naman yun kasi nag-aral ako mabuti. Deserve
Of
ko na
course,
magkaroon
of
ako
course.
ng breaks hospital, ganun. So,
Alright.
unfortunately po, kahit na nung wala talaga, kailangan talaga may backer ka from yun mga higher ups, may kakilala ka sa government, just for you to be able to get hired. So, na-discourage ako and then my father was telling me, sabi niya, hindi na anak, huwag ka na mag-stay dyan sa Philippines kasi parang wala naman tayong magiging future mo dyan. So, dinala po ako ni tatay as dependent sa Saudi.
Okay. So, yung
Dependent
tatay is
muna.
in Saudi as well.
Yes
Okay.
po. So talagang plinano talaga ni tatay lahat. Parang naisip niya na ito dapat yung maging future ng anak ko. So dinala niya ako sa Saudi as dependent. Nag-apply po ako sa Saudi. So hindi rin po ako naka-apply agad ng mabilis sa trabaho kasi syempre when you go to Saudi Arabia, ang dami pang mga requirements, ganyan, kung ano. So nag-struggle pa rin ako muna.
But it's good that you were there as a dependent visa and then you
Opo.
eventually had like a job to do
Opo.
na hindi ka naman pabigat sa father mo.
Opo. Kasi syempre nakaka-frustrate eh.
How about you, Sir Julius? Did you plan to be in case bakit ganun yung pinili mong course when there are so many other courses? Yung ba talaga interest mo?
Actually, ayoko. Ayoko ng bansang to story lang. Honestly, ayoko.
Oras kami.
Narinig ka.
Ang dami kasi bad stories. Maraming bad stories na narinig. So sabi ko, I'd rather go to Dubai. So nung nag-work ako sa Pilipinas noon, meron kaming isang kasama na nagpunta ng Dubai. So dati kasi uso pa yung visit visa. Ano ba yun dati? O yun. So nag-invest ako ng around 80,000 pesos just to get there in Dubai. Tapos doon na, then nag-apply ako doon. Kaso parang it took me a month para makakuha ng employer. Pero grabe yung struggle ko doon sa Dubai. Then after a month, ang daming application. Sobra kasi like, I need to go to Kish Island para mapadala yung visa doon. Ano yung ba yung story ko doon?
No?
Yes, exactly. Then, nung pagdating ko sa Kish Island, grabe, ang daming mga sad stories.
Ang ganda ng island na yun.
Maganda siya, maganda.
Dito
Pero ang
natin
daming
hugutin.
sad stories.
Hugutin natin dito. Alam ko kasi may struggle ka sa life mo. Si Miss Angeli kasi came from like a prominent, wala family. Yun ang dinig ko kay Sir Ras eh.
Di pa naman, grabe naman.
Si Sir Julius was the one who really struggled kasi yun, parang masalimuot daw ang life mo. Wow, talaga. Uy, alam mo ba? I've learned that yung Kish Island, di ba?
Kish Island, yeah.
Kish Island is an island where people from the UAE na nag-visit visa and then who eventually gets a job and then nag-exit sila doon. And there are so many struggling Filipinos na na-stuck na doon for a while na hindi na talaga nagka-visa and then they wouldn't be able to get back to UAE. So ano nangyari sa'yo nung nandun ka? I mean, did you ever think that you'll be sent your visa from UAE from your employer or paano kung hindi ka pinadala ng visa?
Exactly.
Oo.
May second thoughts talaga ako, baka hindi pa dala yung visa, pero luckily yung Filipinos na nag-work sa company, sinuportahan nila ako. So like, it took me 5 days para lang ako yung visa from Dubai. Then yun, bumalik ulit sa Dubai. So yun na.
What are you doing there sa Dubai nga uli? Yun. Anong work mo doon?
Secretary naman. So yun nga lang, hindi lang secretary. Hindi lang kasi maganda yung company na puntahan ko dun eh. Talagang hindi yung struggle ko dun sa company ko.
When you say in KSA, ngayon nasa KSA ka na and you've established yourself, you've actually achieved a lot, face ka na ng mobile company, yung telecom sa KSA. So syempre very popular ka sa mga fellow KSAers. Ganun ba? plan of staying there kasi 'di ba, well, kung hindi mo na itatanong, may nagtatanong. Beshi Janelle, this is for you ha, sobrang daming clap. May itatanong niya, single ka po ba, Sir Julius?
Hiwalay na po ako.
Ay,
Hiwalay po.
gano'n.
May anak po ako. 16 years old na po yung anak ko. Naghiwalay kami
Oo.
2013. So, yun.
Okay. Bakit naman? Was she based in KSA or did you meet her in
No,
Dubai?
I met my wife in the Philippines during my brother's wedding. Doon kami nagkakilala. Siya ang maid of honor, ako naman ng best man. So doon na.
Mhm.
Kaso nga lang, hindi
Match.
nag-workout eh. Hindi talaga nag-workout. So,
Pero
kailangan
single
talagang,
ka pa rin naman. As
ngayon
in
for now,
official.
yan.
Okay. And with a 16-year-old kid, at may abs siya, so okay lang naman yun. Diba?
Okay na yan.
Miss Angeli, ikaw,
Po.
you're so beautiful. You're how many years old? How old are you now? Parang ano ka na?
30 po.
Let me
30
guess,
po
you're
ako.
22?
O, hindi po. 30 na
Are you
ako.
20? Nag-buffer kami.
Hello po.
Okay.
Nag-buffer kami. Miss Angeli.
Okay na po.
Wow! Pinabata kita! Kasi, 22 years old, 25 the most. So yun, have you found the right guy or the man of your dreams? Wow!
Opo naman. Opo
Really?
naman. I'm at that age na.
Where's your guy? Where's your guy talaga? You own him. Is he based in KC or Philippines?
Also po, nasa KSA din po nakabase. Tapos
Talaga.
Filipino po siya po.
Is he
Nasa
nurse
Maharlikans
din?
na po. Hindi po. Sa ano naman
So
siya?
may abs din
HRM
siya.
naman.
May abs din siya.
Getting
Meron.
there. Charot. Getting there.
But okay, so he's competing also for international
Yes
pageant.
po. Yes po. Yes.
Okay. So, wow, beauty queen tsaka king. Sobrang saya nun. Diba? Ang ganda ng
Pressure.
magiging baby. Oo, pressure yun. So let's talk about your journey of being king and queens. Ikaw, Miss Angeli, when did you start beauty pageants talaga or competing in beauty pageants like this? Sabi mo nga kasi when you were in school, hindi naman talaga, wala talagang parang ganung plano to go in that direction. When did you start?
So, parang 24 na po ako. And then, there was this friend na nag-aayos dun sa wedding. Parang wedding something event. Tapos, tinap niya lang ako. Sabi niya, G, join ka ng Binibining Turismo Filipinas. That was 2015. Tapos sabi ko, I was hesitant at first because I really had no idea on how the competition will go and paano yung mga damit, ganyan, etc. And I really don't know how to walk in heels. So, nakakakaba on my end. Then I tried kasi a lot of people, yung mga coworkers ko at the time, they were pushing me to join. So, I joined. Parang for experience lang yung sabi ko ng time na yun. And then, parang nung tumagal na, nung nagkaroon ng maraming, after nun, hindi naman ako nanalo kasi hindi naman ako ready. Parang physically and all. Parang trial lang. Tapos after nun, sabi nila, why don't you join again? Because you can speak well. So, parang, yun yung gusto nila. If you can speak well, parang we will develop na lang kung ano yung kulang mo, like yung sa paglalakad, yung mga damit, ganyan. So, yun, nabigyan po ulit ako ng break. Pero pinustro ko 3 years after. Kasi sabi ko nung time na 2016, 2017, 2017, during that time, I was given a lot of opportunities and exposures sa KSA, mga events sa consulate, mga ganun. Sabi ko, hindi pa yata ako ready. Kasi hindi pa rin ako ganun kahulmado yung feeling ko na yung rarampa ako, yung magpe-perform ako. Hindi pa po. Noong 2018 na, sabi nung nag-handle sa akin at that time, G, sumali ka na, please lang. Kasi 2018 na, sabi niya. Sayang yung time.
Tsaka your age
ko po. Hindi naman parang hindi naman niya naging concern yung age. Is that, nangihinayang po siya sa chance na sana, nabibigyan na ako ng opportunity na mabigay sa akin yung rightfully for me. So, that's what he thought. So, I joined 2018. So, yun, nag-end up ako ng first runner-up. And then, bago po yung mismong competition, I was asked by Sir Ras, si Dad Ras namin, to join in international competition. So, ito na naman, natakot na naman ako kasi from Jeddah, wala naman akong Philippines exposure, tapos naging Jeddah, tapos biglang international stage. Oo, so parang nakakatakot on my end na international na to. And then when I search for the people that I will be competing alongside with, sabi ko parang kakaiba kasi parang level up yung mga, yung mga kakalabanin mo.
Oo,
Diba, may mga
oo.
commercial model, may mga ganun. So sabi ko, sige. And then I was encouraged by people from KSA na, sumali ka na. Kasi eventually, hindi ko naman itatap kung hindi ka naman
Oh,
capable
yeah.
to represent. So yun, nag-take po ako ng opportunity na mag-push through with Myanmar. So I competed last year sa Myanmar. Yun, thankfully naman, maganda naman yung naging output
Mm.
nung event. Maganda rin yung feedback. So very, very grateful ako na nag-take ako ng chance. Ano yung
Mm.
risk yun? Sobrang laking risk for me.
Oo. Okay, so Julius, ikaw, I heard the story about you na hindi naman talaga ikaw sumali. You didn't join or you were not invited to join in a competition. Parang andun ka kasi nagpapansin ka. Kasi may abs ka eh. Kasi may abs ka.
Panalo.
Ayun, tell us your story. How did you become a king? Yon, a king crowned on your own
Yeah,
credits talaga.
yeah. Meron kasi nag-open ditong competition male pageant dito sa Riyadh, yung Mr. RNU. Sabi ng kaibigan ko sa akin, Julius, anong ginagawa mo sa katawan mo? Expose mo yan, sabi sa akin. Ito may
Ano
tsura
ka
ka
talaga
naman,
na
sabi sa akin.
gano'n?
Oo,
Nakakatawa yung term.
pang bahay lang ba, sabi sa akin. Sabi ko, bakit hindi ko kaya? Sabi ko, mag-audition ka, sabi sa akin. So, nag-audition
Ah,
ako and all, pati yung pageant na, kaso nga lang, wala pa rin kami nakuha. And then, nagkaroon ng isang event dito sa Riyadh, yung parang may actingan, parang may workshop, parang gano'n. And then, nag-attend ako at saka si Ras as a judge. And then gusto ko i-approach si Sir Ras kasi nakita ko dati yung mga post niya na kailangan niya ng ganitong tao to represent yung KSA nga. Then ako hindi pinapansin. Eh, nagpapansin ako sa kanya. Ang kinakausap niya, ibang tao.
sinabi ko lang yun,
papansin.
sinabi ni Sebastian.
Panalo.
Oo talaga.
Nagpapansin ako sa kanya. Alam, parang kung saan pumunta, andun ako nakadikit ako. Ayaw niya akong pansin. Ano ba to sabi ko? Then, nag-post na siya na kailangan niya ng representative ng KSA to yung para sa Mr. Asia International.
Oo.
Then ako talagang kinapalan ko ng mukha ko, sir, sabi ko, baka po pwedeng mag-apply dyan sa inyo, sabi ko. Then nakita naman niya yung mga pictures ko, mga photoshoots ko, kasi pumunta ka dito, sabi niya. Then kailangan mo na magpaganda ng katawan, I need the 6 packs abs, sabi sa akin. So yun, luckily,
Kaya.
hindi
Sir
naman
Rat,
siya,
mataas na
hindi naman
standard
siya
mo,
nabigo sa akin.
Six-pack talaga.
Oo.
Grabe siya.
Narinig ko nga, sabi ko, let's talk about beauty queens and their kings kasi. When you're in the pageant kasi, di ba, there are particular criteria that, there's a particular criteria like height, beauty, of course, and then siguro sa akin kasi it's very important that you're able to speak your mind
Yes,
when it
true.
comes to
Yep.
Q&A. It's a big factor for me. So, ang hirap nyon pag nangangailangan ka interpreter. Obviously, Filipinos don't need those. So, yun. Ano tingin mo, what are the factors or ano yung attributes na meron ka for you to think of yourself na, ay, kailangan ko na i-push yung sarili ko because I'm worthy being crowned a king, ganyan, of a particular pageant. Ano tingin mo meron kang qualities?
Sa akin, I think it's more on training eh. Talagang
Oh.
nag-concentrate ako, nag-stay focused talaga ako. Parang I don't care kung sino makakalaban ko. Basta I will parang i-represent ko sarili ko, whatever may come. Yung confidence itself, ayun. And then siyempre, yung the way na makitungo sa mga candidates, I think that's it.
Mm-mm. Tapos, so ano yung qualities naman na medyo kulang tayo, pero bakit ako nanalo? Because I gave my all, di ba?
Sa akin, I think yung nag-stutter ako eh. Nahalata niyo ba? Yun ang sa akin parang
Hindi masyado.
yung
Basta halata namin yung abs mo, sabi ni Beshi. Teka lang, sabi ni Beshi, Janelle, willing ako maging stepmom.
Patay tayo dyan.
Ay tayo dyan, si Julius. Meron ka lang forever.
Nag-volunteer na.
Oo. So, Sir, ayun, Sir Julius, how did you, yung parang i-work mo the other side of the world, parang ganun. Kulang ako sa ganito, but I'll have more than whatever is kulang doon sa other side na meron ako.
Yung sa Q&A, doon talaga ako medyo alanganin eh. Pero with my friends around me who taught me yung mga possible answers, yung mga generic words na po pwede sa gantong sagot, yun, I think doon ako nag-focus. And luckily, during our preliminaries, nag-stand out ako, naging confident talaga ako to answer those guys. So yun lang. Luckily, yung mga tinuro sa akin, lumabas siya.
Siguro because talaga nag-prepare ka naman. Apart from your abs, prepare mo naman ng Q&A. Because like Miss Angeli kasi siya, magaling siya magsulat. But not not every time na yung if a person really writes well, hindi naman every time talaga she's able to speak or he's able to speak his mind pag verbal na, di ba? It's
Iba yun.
different level eh. Oo. Iba
Yes po.
magsulat, iba magsalita. So,
Mm-mm.
how was it with you yun? Miss Angeli?
Sa akin po, ano po, kasi po, I'm really more of a conversant type of person. So,
Mm.
I write and then I speak my mind as well. And then, I was being coached by my brother who's, kung conversant ako, mas lalo siya. So,
Talaga.
he was really my personal
Listener
coach.
ka.
Opo,
Oo.
so he was able to join competition as well in his school in Lasal. So he was
Ang gwapo
exposed.
din.
Gwapo, oo naman.
Ano yung gwapo
Tapos,
sa maganda?
oh, tapos he was coaching me and then he said, when you join a competition such as ito, lalo na pag international stage ka na, you have to be very confident when you deliver your answer. Number two, you have to be certain of the stand that you are going to make. And number three, you have to make sure that you will be able to influence people by, hindi lang yung lumalabas sa bibig mo, dapat kada words niyan tatama talaga sa audience mo. So,
Pero alam mo kasi, di ba, kagaya mo, magaling ka magsalita, you write so well. When you're on stage, it's different eh. The feeling is different. You're nervous at the same time, you're wearing this 5 inches, 6 inches heels, and you wanna appear beautiful on stage, na nakangiti na sobrang wide to get everyone's attention. Diba yun eh, ang dami-daming that's going on
opo,
in your
pero
head. So,
siguro
para ma-deliver mo pa rin. So,
you have
ayun.
to really train so well and to make sure that every time that you go on training, you have to be very confident. And you have to parang training pa lang, maging convincing ka na so that when you go on stage, yun na, yun ka na, kung ano yung training mo, yun ka na hanggang sa stage. So yun, parang ma-overcome mo na yung takot mo. Kasi natatakot tayo minsan eh, dapat lalabas tayo na, dapat rightful yung sasabihin mo, dapat impactful, tapos hindi naman pala lalabas na ganun. So, be
paano?
confident lang.
When you hear a question, may pinapakinggan ka lang na parang a particular word that gives you like, kasi because you have to think about your answer before you speak. And you're given your time limited to like 1 minute to say everything within 1 minute. So paano yun? When I throw a question, for example, I'm the host, I throw a question, ano yung pinapakinggan mo the whole sentence or you just pick yung mismo pinaka gist na ng question? To be able to formulate your own answer para kasi mabilis lang eh. No?
For me po, I listen to the whole question. And then, right after that, I apply what I know. What I know first, and then my values. And then, I deliver it in a way na mas magsisound convincing ako to the people. Kasi when you listen only to the keywords, sometimes you're gonna take parang may magiging iba yung connotation mo doon sa words lang eh, sa keywords lang. So you have to really extract kung ano yung sinasabi ng, makikinig ka talaga, that's the key.
So dapat mabilis ka mag-isip.
Opo, ganun talaga.
Kaya
talaga training.
Oo, kasi sa'yo talagang sabi mo nga, you stutter and you were not so confident with your speaking skills. So, syempre, nung nandun ka na sa stage, given na yun, naka-abs ka and all. So, parang damit mo na yung abs mo. O, syempre, nakatingin na sila sa'yo and then you look fine. Alam mo yun, parang yung aura mo is like someone that, parang, ang dali lang kausapin, yung gano'n. So paano yun? Syempre sa stage, naka-makeup ka, lahat nakatingin sa'yo. Hindi ba masyado kang na-tense naman doon sa pagdinig ng question and then yun, mag-formulate ng answer mo?
I think it's the confidence itself. Alam mo yun? When you're confident with something else, whatever that comes into your mind, and you have to speak from your heart. Ganun lang nangyari sa akin eh. So, I just heard yung keywords and then I try to elaborate na kailangang tumama sa question. So yun, ganun lang ginawa ko. So,
paano yun? May tinignan ka particular judge, whoever said that question, or kasi di ba may judges who throw questions?
Yeah. I think you have to. Isang judge, you have to. Ganun ginawa ko. Alam yung mata ko, pinaikot ako sa mata nila and then nag-focus ako sa isang judge. Sa main judge.
So siguro yan yung sinasabi ni Miss Angeli that when you answer, dapat convincing yung answer mo. So you have to look at them.
You have to persuade them, yeah.
Oo, yun. So ano yun, right after you won the crown, so yung ang dami na ni Sir Julius and then Angeli as well. I've seen pictures of you with Miss Earth candidates na parang nakasama mo doon sa particular pageant before. Miss Angeli?
Yes po. Si Roxy Bayens, siya ngayon yung Miss Philippines Earth.
Oh, wow. And she's the one competing for 2020, the November
Yes
2020.
po. Yes
wow, abangan. Grabe. Siya pala yung
Opo.
And the next year, you'll be going for Miss Elite International, no, 2021.
Yes,
Where is that going to be?
hopefully.
In which country is that going to be, the competition?
Before it was set to Thailand and then it was moved to Malaysia. I think depends upon the contract. I don't know. I'm
Mm.
not sure what's going on with the competition as of the moment because it has been moved to next year. So, abangan po natin and hopefully pag may update na yun, we can share it to you guys as well.
So Julius, ang dami mong pending invitation. How about you? So matutuloy ba in Singapore? You're supposed to be in Malaysia as well for magazines. And then, ang pinaka-importante that caught my attention is actually walking on the runway for the Paris Fashion Week.
Paris.
Wow.
Big time.
Hopefully
Grabe.
mag-push yun. Pero I guess yung Singapore, ipupush ko yun. Pag once mag-push itong competition next year. Kasi parang ilang oras yung travel from Thailand to Singapore. So I guess, pero yung Paris, medyo 50-50 na kasi alam niyo na, maraming nangyari.
So,
Okay. Yun, tapos meron ka pang scheduled to host supposedly yung Elite Mr. Asia
Elite, yeah.
International.
Hopefully mag-push to po next year, yeah. Hopefully
Sa saan country
mag-push
naman yung competition this time?
Ayun po,
Anong host?
same with Angeli.
Okay.
Kung saan po yung reception.
Dalawa?
Yep.
Mag-host?
Yeah.
ano
She will
po
be
yun?
representing while I'll be
Apo.
hosting.
Opo.
Galing. Ayan. Tapos meron si Sir Raz, the Maharlikans are yung honing mga new pageant
Talents,
candidates or
Mm-mm.
talents that will be sent next year also. Meron, in fact, there's one in Kuwait, OFW King Reden is
Miss
going to go
Reden.
for it. So Mr. Glam International, that's going to be held in Pasig daw next year kasi host country yung Philippines. So Reden, good luck sa'yo. Good luck
Lucky
sa
for
inyong
him.
Kaya nga eh. So, what's your future plans pa? Kasi, di ba, apart from, when you go back to the Philippines, do you think you'd be able to work as a model or yung magpa-pageant pa rin kayo? Or would you be like, in working with a group or organization like Miss Earth, Miss Universe, Miss International? Kasi this is a group of
Taray.
that host talent, di ba? Aray. Do you
Sa akin,
plan of doing that or go to your own career na yun na lang talaga?
Yeah. Hopefully sa akin mag-push through yung mga invitations ko sa Pilipinas, yung mga photoshoots.
Mm.
And then yung tawag doon? Nakalimutan ko, Angie. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I'm planning to compete again one more. Last yeah, I'm planning. Yeah. Isa pa.
Ano
Hopefully,
yun?
surprise
Anong
you guys.
title naman yun?
Surprise! Pero
Ay,
most
surprise!
likely mga pagandahan na katawan, mga something na ma-cover sa isang magazine, basta soon.
Oo, ayan. Ikaw, Miss Angeli, apart from, I know that you have a boyfriend right now, are you planning on settling down? Would you still continue kahit na, syempre, minsan naman, even if when you're a beauty queen, you'll always be a beauty queen na, kasi lalo ikaw may title ka na. Do you plan of getting married soon? You know?
We have a deal actually, and he's very supportive. In fairness to him, he's really very supportive because he knows my desire and he has witnessed every step that I took when I joined Miss Tourism and Culture Universe. I was really devoted into influencing people, not just yung sa pagiging tourism and culture advocate lang for the Philippines, but in general, in a totality of being a person, he saw me. So he's very supportive po. So I'm planning to, I'm not planning, I'm really pushing through with the crown for the Filipino community and the Philippines because I'm going to represent the Philippines. If I'm able to give just a crown, I will be happy. And then if I will be tapped again, like right now, I'm being tapped by the Maharlikans thanks to King Julius because he entrusted me the opportunity to speak and host for Beyond Titles and Tiaras. That's what I'm planning to still continue in the coming years, hopefully, and we will be able to at least get to know a lot of people, and then influence yung mga tao na sumali to join yung mga beauty pageants, ganyan, wag sila mag-hesitate. Kasi doon din kami galing ni King Julius eh. So,
Yes.
from our roots, we have to really influence more people. Tapos, siguro after nun, career. Because I'm studying right now po. So, I'm planning to push through with my doctorate degree. And then after that, oo na. Yun.
Wow.
Siguro happy na po ako. Pwede na. Mag-asawa na ako.
You're ready to give up the crown. But the crown will always be with you kasi sa'yo na yung title mo na yun.
Opo. Totoo. Hindi naman nawawala yan.
So, Julius, answer mo muna yan kasi mayroon akong ang question follow-up to that eh. Sige, ikaw, Sir Julius, what do you plan of doing? Ito talaga to push through in the future? I'm sure your 16-year-old kid is so proud of you.
Yeah. O, ganun lang. Single pa rin. Ang dami ko kasi pangarap sa anak ko eh.
Ito
So,
may nag-apply na eh, di ba? Stepmom, Beshi. Sir Julius,
I
sino
guess,
to? Okay. Si Angeli kasi, yung sweetheart niya will always understand how it is being a beauty queen kasi ganun din siya. So, di ba you're on stage, si Angeli kasi female, may swimwear, di ba? Naiintindihan yon ng partner niya because nag-meet sila, ganun na sila. How about you? How did you meet your wife before? Hindi ka pa ba hindi ka pa nagko-compete noon sa mga pageants? Hindi pa niya na-realize ang worth mo?
actually, sinasabi sa akin ng anak ko, nito lang. Proud sa'yo si mama. Sabi sa akin, sabi mo sa kanya, balikan mo niya ako. Agree naman ako magbalikan sa kanya. Actually, anak ko nagsusulsul sa akin.
Diba? Kasi
Proud si
syempre,
mama sa sabi sa
you
akin.
always want to have like a complete family with a mom and a dad. Pero siya, kailan pa kayo nag-separate? Pa talaga personal to sa'yo?
Yeah, it's okay. That 2013 pa. Pero okay naman
Oo nga,
na,
sabi mo.
naman, in good terms naman kami dalawa. So, ayun.
So, good pa parenting naman ang ginagawa.
Good parenting naman yan. It's okay naman.
Hey, si Best Regional ko, yun. Yan. Kasi sabi ko, naisip ko kasi, like Angeli kasi, they understand each other pagdating sa ganun. Kasi merong sometimes, di ba, parang showbiz lang yan. You're beauty queen, ikaw, king ka, you pose very sexy in pictures, di ba, on photo shoot. Kung medyo domesticated, traditional, medyo
mag-aawa, yes, definitely.
Hindi ko
Mag-aawa talaga.
Kid. Oo, purahan mo naman kami ng konting pride, pero
so far yung anak ko naman sa akin, yung anak ko sa akin, proud sa akin ang anak ko. Yung minsan nga, nag-video call sa akin anak ko, kasama yung mga friends niya, oy, model! Sabihin sa akin ng mga friends niya. So, very proud sa akin ng anak ko. So, wala namang question doon. Pati family ko sa akin. So, ayos naman. Very supportive naman sila sa akin.
Ayun.
So
ano nilang masasabi nyo sa mga beauty queens and then yung pageant potentials that wants to join tas wala pa silang lakas ng loob? What can you share with them na para palakasin naman or to inspire them to join? Eventually, magjo-join naman talaga like Angeli.
Oo. Huwag matakot siguro. Sige, King Julius, ikaw muna.
Sa akin, in terms of sa lalaki, sa attribute ng lalaki, I guess if you want to compete, nowadays kasi talagang more pagandahan ng katawan eh. Alam mo yun, secondary na lang yung physical appearance eh. So I guess they need to focus on themselves. Yung magpaganda talaga ng katawan, kailangan na magpa-abs talaga, muscle. So yun talaga, kasi in ngayon eh. So, yun po. It's more body.
Angeli.
Sa akin naman po, kasi sa females, we have, this is where I'm seeing quite a problem sa society natin when it comes to females because we have set the bar so high for the female enthusiasts, for those who will want to join the pageantry because, Catriona really set the bar so high. But it's not a negative thing that we have to think about. Parang i-take natin yung positively na ang taas ng sinet natin for the international stage. So we have to really adhere to that. And when you are being tapped to join, why not join? Give it a chance. Kasi hindi man naman masasabi katulad namin ni King Julius. Hindi naman namin to alam na makakarating kami sa ganito. So give it a try for you to develop. Umpisahan mo, hindi mo na yung sa desire mo manalo or desire mo to influence people. First is the desire to improve yourself muna. Doon nag-start yun. Improve mo yung sarili mo. Sumali ka. Sige. Tingnan mo kung ano yung kaya mo. Ilabas mo. Pakita mo sa kanila. Kaya ko palang gawin to. Kaya ko palang ayusin yung sarili ko. Maging ladylike ako. Katulad ko. Talagang sobrang layo talaga. But now, kasi you really have to do that for yourself. Not for those who will watch you. Do it for yourself na, ito pala ako, kaya ko pala to. You have to be confident first with yourself. And then, sabihin mo na manalo, thank God, pag nanalo ka, edi, push mo na ulit sa second level. I-influence mo nang, gamitin mo na ngayon yung binigay sa'yo na opportunity or your platform as they will call it. Use the opportunity and the platform to influence more people. Encourage people kung ano yung pinagdaanan mo. Katulad namin ni King Julius ngayon. We are trying to influence more people to join the pageantry and to not be afraid to take the chance. Kasi hindi naman nakakatakot sumali ng pageantry, lalo po ngayon. Kasi yung mga standards naman, kung ano yung mga sasalihan mong pageant, may mga standards yan. At mafe-fit naman kayo for sure doon. So, huwag lang matakot and be confident and always look forward na maging best self mo. Yun. Kasi yun naman yung pageantry para ma-improve mo yung sarili mo.
Okay, so follow-up question to that. Kasi normally when you start a pageant or competing in a pageant, normally ano lang it's your own parang willingness na sasali ako and then I'd spend for my gowns, I spend for everything. Do you think now that you're part of Maharlikan, syempre it's a lot better I think but if you were scouted, mas madali din. Unlike yung pipresenta ka lang and then I'll join a pageant. Kasi ngayon there's a beauty pageant parang being promoted in Kuwait, tapos magkakaroon din kami niyan sa FTS with Tron, yun, Sir Kiko. Do you think what do you think is good? Yung to start off joining a pageant, yung alone ka lang and then you spend for yourself, or yung may talent scout ka or a group like Maharlikans that handles you? Kasi syempre sa local wala naman masyadong nag-scout talaga, no? So what difference would it make to have like a handler?
Yeah, I guess sa akin, kailangan mo may handler talaga. You cannot do it by yourself all alone, no? You can't. So kailangan talaga may handler talaga. Kasi yung gagamitin mo lahat and everything, ang hirap talagang gumalaw mag-isa.
Totoo po. Kasi sa amin sa mga Hurlicanes, we also have designated designers and photographers, and also those people will be able to help you parang prepare while you're preparing yourself na for the journey, because they're the ones who's gonna take care of your costume. They will be the ones plugging you. So you need that. Kasi hindi, pag ikaw lang mag-isa, ang hirap po. Paano yung costume mo? Paano yung pagpa-plug mo? Lahat. So you really have to have a handler.
You know what? During my journey, may times na umiiyak talaga ako.
Talaga?
Umiiyak ako kasi parang ang dami kasi mga ang dami mga negative comments against you. Isa pa yun. So you need those guys na kahit na moral support lang na you can stand.
So what do you do? Kasi syempre meron talaga, even if you have like a lot of friends, parang 1% lang naman dun sa friends mo talaga will be your true friends that will be willing to support you.
Yes.
How do you battle that, yung experience that ang saya-saya nila pag syempre nanalo ka na. But before that, parang lahat na lang ng paninira, narinig mo na.
Nangyari yan. Totoo yan.
How do you battle that part of
Biglang dumami ang friends mo.
Correct.
Biglang dumami ang friends mo na nalo.
Kilala ka agad, no?
Pero before, ang dami nilang ayaw sa'yo.
Yes, totoo yan. Alam ni Dadras yan.
I think po, normal yung King Julius. Kasi of course, people will be speaking with you.
Professionally, you know?
Oo,
okay, parang that is past is past. So, they're proud of you. Kung proud of you, then support sa other nila.
Thank you, ganun.
Let bygones be bygones.
Friends na tayo ngayon.
Thank you for the support. Ganun lang.
Before nga, parang hindi mag-share ng link mo for voting hearts or likes, diba? Ngayon talaga, forward na ng links mo.
Before talaga, dead ma. Tapos biglang after, friend mo na. Relate much.
Ako nga, normally, host lang ako ng mga pageants. Beforehand, parang hindi. Tapos, when you're on stage na parang, pa-picture na sila. Ang saya.
Kilala na bigla.
Hindi ako nanalo. So, Julius, with difference kasi, okay, with pageantries, meron tayong 4 big titles with female titles, diba? Miss Earth, Miss Universe, Miss International, Miss World. Some males kasi, parang ang hirap to prove yourself. Kasi parang hindi pa ganun ka-level up yung male pageantry to the female ones. No, kasi sobrang feeling yung parang pinapanood, highlighted, promoted. Ano masasabi mo about that? Kasi syempre kung gwapo lang din at ganda ang pag-uusapan, all of you can match the beauties, di ba? Oo.
Yes,
so paano yun? Kasi parang feeling ko you're still struggling, you men are still struggling to put up yourselves yung para sa pedestal na Miss Universe, yung ganun. Wala pa kayong ganun. Sobrang dami yung pageantry. Titles nyo, pero wala. Paano
Mahirap yun? Mahirap pantayin sa babae kasi dominated talaga ng babae yung pageantry talaga eh. So yung lalaki na lang, let's be honest, ang nag-dominate mostly, ang nag-support mostly sa mga male pageant are are LGBT, right? So
Oo.
without them, I think yung male pageantry won't push through. Kasi kakunti lang talaga ito, malaki talaga na magsusupport talaga sa pageantry ng mga
Pero alam
kalalakihan.
mo,
So I guess,
based on the population statistics, di ba, ang females nasa stage. Kasi kami, parang mga artista lang yan eh. Pag lalaki, mas maraming babae eh. So, dapat mas may chance kayo to rise up kasi mas maraming tutulong. Di ba? Mas maraming may gusto ng abs nyo, yung ganun. Kami mga babae kasi talaga, we're just fond of seeing beautiful people on stage. So, siguro ganun. Pero, when it comes to yung population, ang dami naming females to actually support. Bakit hanggang ngayon, no, hindi pa rin? Parang, yun yung iniisip ko until now, that there's not
Norms.
even a title,
yeah,
no?
ito norm, yeah. It's a norm na,
Norms
yeah.
talaga.
Ang hirap mabuhin ng ganon.
Totoo.
So when you actually competed, both of you had had a competition on stage, yung actual talaga, you heard people clap for you, tapos may mga naririnig kayo. But that's normal kasi yun yung talagang actual pageant. But now, what do you think is a big difference yung mafe-feel nyo if if you've joined Miss Earth or kung anong titles ngayon and then virtually seen lang kayo? What do you think are or the pros and cons of the virtual pageantry?
Ang hirap ng virtual kasi. This is what I've been asking. Pansin mo yun, King Julius, whenever we
Ang
have an
hirap,
interview,
yes.
no, tinatanong ko sila, do you think this is an advantage or a disadvantage?
Nanood kita with Miss Gayana.
Oo. Sa
Ang
akin
hirap.
kasi po, advantage siya in a way that you will have your people with you. Yun talaga andyan lang within the reach. Disadvantage to the point na hindi ka mabibigyan justice. Like, if you have the really beautiful gown, sometimes it will not appear as good as yung physical na makikita mo siya
Yes.
sa screen. Tapos sa screen lang din manonood yung judges mo. So,
Because the
it's
light is
unfair.
different, you know?
Yes
Oo.
po, it will be unfair for number one, for the designer. Number two, for the talent who's gonna wear the creation. Kasi it will not be given the justice. And then, kung in-expect nila naman nanalo best gown, hindi magbo-best gown kasi hindi naman pala ma-highlight. That's number one for me.
Oo.
Number two, siguro yung iba yung nag-express ko ng sarili mo na actual kasi sa virtual. Kasi when it's virtual, parang ang dami mo, marami pwedeng, hindi ko naman sinasabi may gano'n na, pero may
Oo.
chances that there will be people who will coaching you.
Coach you, yes.
So there will be, parang
Yun
iba
yung
na
sinabi
yung,
ko sa Miss Singapore.
iba na yung delivery mo. Iba na yung
You see,
delivery
you
mo.
can read on the screen. Di ba? Meron,
Opo.
with the technology kasi, and given the right technical people to assist you, iba mang magagawa. Kasi
Yes.
ang worry ko is that, like, I was telling Miss Earth Singapore last week, like, okay, I've seen the European countries Earth Talk, and parang may binabasa lang sila on screen.
Parang may idiot board.
Yes, for a particular given topic, ready na
True.
sila. Unlike her and Miss Philippines talaga, very impromptu lang sila. But she was good, she's very good actually. So yung sabi ko, parang ang laking con naman nun, na may babasahin
Opo.
lang sila. Because you can always prepare. Ang biggest struggle naman are for those countries that needs interpreter. Kagaya kahapon, nanonood ako. Miss Syria.
Yun lang.
Ang hirap kasi, the interpreter, I don't believe the interpreter could say everything that you want to say with the
Every
feelings.
word, yeah.
Sometimes yung na-extract niya na lang, yun na lang.
Oo, diba? Siyempre,
Yes.
my word yun.
Totoo
So it does
yun.
something. So sabi ko nga, like a Venezuelan country, dapat nag-hone kayo ng mga beauty queens. Nag-hone din kayo ng speaking skills, diba? At the same time. Kasi,
True.
iba yung interpreter. That's one off for me. Kahit gaano kakaganda, if you don't say whatever is in here, tapos hindi mo na-express, parang
Express
wala.
fully. True.
Anyway, thank you so much for sharing that. Hindi pa tayo tapos. We have a game to play. Hindi pa game talaga.
Sige po.
Yes. Ito naman is parang phrase siya. What do you do? The first thing you do and the last thing you do on a particular matter. Yung anything you do. Ayun. May ito-throw lang akong question and then I'll start with Sir Julius. What do you do? What's the first and the last thing you do pag kakain ka?
Kakain ako, inom ng tubig.
Ayun. Tapos?
First thing and last thing you do, inom ng tubig.
Talaga? Okay, kasi yung iba, di ba yung iba kasi magkakwento, magpe-pray muna ako, ipe-prepare ko sa pinggan.
No, honestly, no.
Pili ako ng ulam. Ang daming ritual.
Ano yung rituals? No. I think whatever
ikaw
food na
din
serve sa akin, gano'n lang, inom ng tubig yan. First thing na gagawin ko is drink water. Yung kakain na, then after that, inom ulit ng tubig.
Yung iba, Yung iba magmo-mobile muna.
No. No. Sorry.
Instagram.
Oo, ikaw is tama! Girls, 'di ba? Girls. Instagram.
Picture, Instagram. Yeah.
Oo. Ganun
Pwede
yun
na,
eh.
pero I
Angeli,
don't do
ganun ba
that.
ginagawa mo? You take pictures first
Hindi
bago mo
po.
kainin.
Minimum kong tubig din. Hindi ko rin alam habit.
Lantak ka agad, gano'n.
Oo,
Lanta ka
tubig
na.
talaga. Ganun.
Ayun, okay. What is the first and last thing you do when you want to cook, Miss Angeli?
First and last thing that I do when I cook, I wash my hands. Kasi
Ayun.
critical ako sa kamay kasi nurse ako eh. So
Pandemic,
parang,
importante, oo. Oo.
critical ako sa malinis dapat.
Ano naman ang last
Yeah.
na tikman mo?
Last, ganun din po. Pag may lalo na
Hugas
pag
din
yung
ba?
yung may mga meat, lalo
Oo.
chicken, so feeling ko niya na
Oo.
dumi-dumi ko, hugas na lang.
Oo.
Hugas
Nurse
lang ng
kasi,
hugas.
no? Parang yung mga nurse and mga priests, parang may very common yan. Yung hands nila always clean talaga. No?
Always
Kasi,
talaga dapat po.
oo. Si Sir Julius, do you drink coffee? What's the first and last thing you do when you want to prepare your coffee?
Coffee? Check yung capsules kasi I'm using Nespresso eh.
Ay, ganon? May
Social.
partition. Oh, di
Social
ba?
ako eh. Social ako.
Basta, ready lang lahat yan. Oo.
Oh,
So,
mayaman.
let's go for
Espresso.
quick talk. Parang maganda to eh. Quick talk
Sige po.
tayo.
Sige,
Let's
sige,
start
sige
with
po.
Mr. Jelly. Tinanong ko
Opo.
to eh. True love, $10 million. Kahit $1 million.
$10 million. Tagal ako eh.
So, Julius,
$10 million. Sorry.
sinagot ka talaga. Sex cabinet.
I can buy love. I can buy love with millions, right?
Oo naman.
Let's be practical, you know.
Sex chocolate. Sex
Ano
or
ba?
chocolate? Sex or chocolate?
Oh!
Sex talaga. Walang tumpik-tumpik.
Masakit. Ano kasi ako sa chocolate, sumasakit na lang muna ako kaya kahit ano, hindi masakit.
Sus! Excuses.
Ikaw mo si Jelly, gulong mo lang pag nahiya ka.
Wala po. Bawal.
Oh!
Bawal. Hindi si daddy na nanonood.
Wala po. Hindi, wala talaga. Parang walang
Wala
ganun.
talaga.
Pero
Wala
pare.
ngayon.
Wala bang money option.
Okay, sleep. Eat or sleep?
Ako sleep.
Sleep. Sleep din.
Ay, pareho.
Sleep.
Pancake waffles.
Pancake.
Pancake.
Painting, writing. Miss Angeli.
Writing.
Ikaw, si
Wala akong
Julius.
talent sa drawing.
Ako painting, kahit di maganda.
Ay, may talent ka na? Ay, talaga. Iced tea, lemonade.
Lemonade.
Iced tea.
Ay, iba. Bruno Mars, Ed Sheeran.
Hirap.
Ed Sheeran.
Hirap
I'd
na.
say Ed Sheeran.
Bruno Mars siguro ako.
Ang Ed Sheeran,
Dugong Pinoy.
Filipino. Correct. Do you prefer a person who's funny or smart?
Smart.
Sa akin funny. I don't know. But I like people who are funny.
Kaya, bakit ka na-figure yun? Kailangan mo na magpapatawa sa'yo.
Siguro.
Oo nga.
Aking Julius ha.
Kiss or hug?
Kiss.
Hugger ako.
Kiss talaga.
Kiss.
Kiss or hug. Paano mo pinakakuha ng kiss yung pagpo-post mo ng ganon? Diyos ko naman. Kung paano ko lang isa-screen yung pictures mo.
Hi,
Kaya pala
Janelle.
ako
Hi mo ulit. Hi mo naman. Hi, Janelle.
Beshi. Ayun. Ay, nakakatuwa ang game. Teka lang, sino to sa bahay ng Molly? Si Miss OFW, si Queen, OFW Queen Kuwait. Ayan. In Savannah. Anyway, so do you have like shows to promote? Do you have like interviews to promote for this week and the coming week? This is your chance before we say goodbye.
Sa akin, they just need to follow my social media accounts, especially ng aking YouTube,
Yun.
Luis SP. Luis SP,
Tapos,
and then IG Luis
ayun
SP,
Okay.
and then
IG
aking
Luis.
Facebook, Julius Luis SP Espinosa. That's it.
Yes.
And then future billboards.
Nag-approve ka? Nag-approve ka sa Facebook.
Patay tayo dyan.
Oo. Saka abangan ang billboards ng KSA na
Yes,
masisira
another
sa amin ni
soon.
Julius.
Totoo ba? Meron nga.
Soon.
Meron,
Meron
sabi
kami,
ni Sir.
meron kami, may workout kami project ni Sir Rassi. Hopefully mag-materialize.
Oh my
Alam
God.
mo, kung pwede lang female sa KSA at this time, it starts to be more open. I'm sure
Opo.
magkakaroon din si Miss Angeli. But yeah, for now, they're not ready
Opo
for
na.
female. Diba? For female.
Controversial nga yung
Ano,
ano KSA, Filipino
oo.
KSA.
Kasi nga yung whole beauty pageants like that's for female, no? Sa KSA.
Totoo po.
Ayun. So, Miss Angeli, do you have an interview with any Miss Earth scheduled this week or next week?
We don't have a schedule yet po because we're taking it slow for the Beyond Titles and Tiara so that we will be able to give, ano yung parang tease the people somehow and the audience. So, we will take it slowly. So, hopefully, we will be able to guest a lot of people pa in the future sa Beyond Titles and Tiara. So, they have to tune in every Friday. Mostly, the shows will be every Friday. And then, yun lang. Then, ang IG ko is Angeli Magbanua. Hindi po kayo maliligaw. Walang labis, walang wala po. Busy ako sa school ngayon. So, school and work lang ako mostly. Wala pa ma-plug kasi wala pang budget.
And of course, follow nila yung Facebook pages niyo and Maharlika and FTS
Yes,
International.
Yes, po, FTS.
Yeah.
Because these two pages are promoting the Beyond Titles and Tiaras live coverages also yon with Miss Angeli and Sir Julius. So later on, people are gonna start adding you. So Sir Julius has a YouTube channel. You, Marie, you don't have. You
I don't
have.
have. I'm being encouraged po. Wala akong time.
Oo. Actually, ako, this is my content now on my YouTube channel instead of having travels kasi wala naman travels this time. So these are pretty bad. So, this will go live. This will be uploaded on my YouTube channel next week. Uptown Goddess is my YouTube channel. So that will be on that. It's a bit of editing lang kasi sometimes there's like vlogs and I remove them. Ayun.
Yes,
So, but it will be there. And you can actually expect your sexy pictures to be there on the thumbnail.
Oh my
Wow!
God.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
baka
you.
mag-viral si Sir Julius.
Kaya nga, di ba?
Correct.
Thank you so much.
Kaloka
Gusto ko
sila.
yan mag-viral. Sabay ganyan, ano?
Sabi no. And of course, yun, sa mga KSA years dyan, you, sa Mumbai, di ba, si Sir Julius ang Filipino face. And truly, we OFWs around the world are so proud with both of you for the achievements
Thank you so
that you
much.
for the pride that you've given us. And we'll surely follow your pages. And thank you for yung friendship na nabuo sa Beyond Titles and Tiaras and Maharlika and FTS. And of course, thank you sa ating sponsor today, Tia Maria's, that's located in behind McDonald's in Old Souk Salmia. Head on out today kasi magkita-kita tayo doon for the buffet. Eat all you can for 1.5 KD. Ito yung menus nila for today. Yung menu nila. Si Sir Julius, tingnan mo naman ng mga may mga pictures na iba, hindi pala ito si Sir Julius.
Si Aldrin po yan.
Oh my gosh. Ayun. Yung Tia Maria's are having the fried chicken today, yung Duterte chicken nila. That's very popular. Bicol Express, chop suey, miswa soup. And of course, the free drinks that goes with your 1.5 KD. Thank you, Tia Maria's, for sponsoring OFW Diary Episode 3. We're gonna see you next week. Again, live here on Jane Olasco Vlogger page. Thank you, Marie Angeli Magbanua. Ay, by the way,
Thank you so
nakalimutan
much.
ko Espinosa and Magbanua, you both have family names that comes from like parang middle region, parang Bisaya region.
Sa
Ang dami
akin po,
namin
Iloilo.
Yeah.
Alright.
Ako, Cagayan Valley po ako.
Ay, sabi na. Kasi when I was reading, sabi ko, Espinosa and Magbanua. Magbanua is very Ilonggo.
Kasi ang dami po talaga.
Yun. Anyway, so thank you so much for your time. The one
Thank you po.
Today is
Thank you so much.
was really interesting meeting you both. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
See you next week. OFW Diary, yun, pluggers, andon. Thank you, mga beshi.
Thank you, Dodras.
See you
Thank you,
next-
Dodras.
Thank you po, Dad. Thank you po.
FTS.
FTS, thank you po.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you so
Sir
much.
Troy, thank you po.
Thank you, ma'am.